Marquette varsity cheerleaders, and you're watching Friday Night Frenzy on ABC 10. Marquette!
Good evening and welcome to this edition of Friday Night Frenzy, presented by the Venice Pub and Pizzeria of Ishpeming. I'm Jerry Taylor. He is Sam Ali, last time I checked. And we called each other this morning so we could have matching outfits. How cute.
That's right, JT. Well, last week, Ishpeming was shut out in the first half by Iron Mountain and then came back in the second half to secure the win. Tonight, they traveled to Manistee to take on the Emeralds. Let's get straight to the action.
Let's do it.
Early on, the Emeralds would take their chances. Nolan Armock rolls out, and Jake Arnold tells him, just throw it up, dude. Hey, Arnold comes down with it and gets a little bit of yards after the catch. Nice play from Manistee. Still no score. Ozzie Corp drops back, steps up, corks one deep to Thomas Finnegan, and he will take this one to the house. Touchdown, Hematites, and it looks like the offense is in a groove. Next drive, just inside the red zone, Nick Comment will book a one-way ticket to the end zone. It's 16-0 Ishpeming. Later on, inside the 5, Halen Corello pounds it in for 6. Ishpeming wins this one by a lot. 52-12 the final score.
No surprise there for the Hematites. On the ABC 10 high school football scoreboard, Barker Harris joins Ishpeming in the 2 wins club as the Broncos go out west and beat the Gogebic Miners 28-20. Alex Mathias put the Broncos up for good with a touchdown run late in the fourth quarter.
The Forest Park Trojans, they hosted the Norway Knights, and it was all about Daniel Nasserini. First play from scrimmage, and a pair of Knights sandwiched Nasserini for a fumble, but he would have his redemption. Next possession, Nasserini brings one in from 2 yards out to get the Trojans on the board first. Norway quarterback Bryce Gravold would respond with a 17-yard touchdown pass to Jordan Reich, who will showcase his speed as he steps in the end zone. Later on, Nasserini with the ball, and he's going to go towards the sideline, stiff-arm a defender, and outrun everyone else. 66 yards to Graceland, and the Trojans are up 16-6. The Knights would try to respond by going back to the air, and Nasserini says, not in my house, as he intercepts Gravold, zigs and zags through the Norway Knights offense, and finds his way to the end zone again. He would finish with 5 TDs. Forest Park defeats Norway 44-20.
And now to Iron River, as West Iron County played host to Lantz. The Purple Hornets were committed to the run game, and why not when you have a 200-pound bulldozer. Ryan Beaupre takes this one down the sideline and into the end zone. Touchdown, Lantz. Later, Jace Brockhagen says, I see you're 200 pounds and raise you 220. Brockhagen finds the end zone and keeps this game interesting. A few drives later, Brandon Koski pitches it to Beaupre, who gives it to Mike Anderson. A little trickery results in a deep shot to Brett Madsen, who pulls this one down. The Purple Hornets pulling out all the stops. Next play, Lantz feeds the big guy. Beaupre scores. The Purple Hornets with a mild upset, shocking the Whitecons at home. 30-26, the final score. And we will go to the Marquette game, I guess, now, taking on Traverse City Central at home. First quarter, after the Redmen were shut out a week ago, not today. It is a touchdown pass, 69 yards in all. Scott Tripp to Patrick Burmeister for 69 yards and 6 points. Marquette up 7-0. And the Trojans look to answer here. 4th and goal from the 3. They go with the screen pass. John Pupil has no problem seeing and finding the promised land. This one tied at 7. Back to the Redmen. Demetrius Mullen gets the handoff, and let's watch Mr. Mullen run for a bit. Mullen gains 20 or 32 yards on the rush, but a Marquette fumble killed the drive, much to the dismay of Dave LaHillier. The Trojans took full advantage of 2 Marquette turnovers. Check out Griffin's sensor. He senses the hit and delivers one in his way in for 6. Traverse City Central just too much for Marquette tonight. 56-35, the final score.
To the Superior Dome for this matchup. It's going to be Gladstone taking on Downstate Benzie Central. First quarter, Braves already up 6-0, and Matt Chenier is going to carry that momentum literally. He eventually gets taken down near midfield, but he already did 41 yards worth of damage. Later in the drive, Ben Schwalbach throws it to his right, and he gets picked off by Austin Ross. He jukes and jives for a really good return. The turnover sets up Benzie near midfield, but the Gladstone defense, they had other plans. Noah Yaks gets chased out of the pocket, and he is taken down by Ross Myron on the play, and the Huskies drive stalls. Few drives later, though, Braves near midfield, Jeff Stenson gets the ball, sees the defenders. He's just going to shake it off. He could go all the way. 44-yard touchdown run for Stenson. Gladstone wins this one 27-18.
We stay in the Great Northern Conference. Why not? Escanaba taking on Petoskey below the bridge. Early on, Petoskey decides to go to the air. However, Justin Popelka patrols that part of the field for Escanaba, and he comes up with a huge INT. The Northmen would come back in the second quarter, though. From the 8-yard line, Brent Murray finds Paydirt, and the extra point would be good from 8 yards out. 7-0 Northmen. More from Petoskey, another deep pass, and this time it's not Popelka, it's Chris Lemire coming up with the big interception. The Escanaba Eskimos would score 16 unanswered points tonight, and how about this? The Smos are 2-0 to start the season with a big game against Powerhouse Gaylord on tap for next week. Again, Escanaba, Sam, 2-0 to start the season.
How about some great Northern Conference action? Menominee comes from behind to beat Antigo 42-28. The Maroons may have a new standout player, and his name is Nathan Nowick. His stats tonight, ridiculous. 207 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns, 107 passing yards, and a touchdown plus an interception on defense.
Not bad.
The Rudyard Bulldogs had a rough night on the gridiron as they lose to Rogers City 50-14. So it's back to the drawing board for the orange and black.
All right, and we just did not have a chance to get it in. You know, technology sometimes not your friend. Out in Newberry tonight, it was a tough game for the North Dickinson Nordics. They fall 47-36 to the Newberry Indians. And earlier today, we tried showing it and had a little technical glitch there. Lance with a big road win for Coach Leaf and Company, 30-26 at West Island County. The Wycons, who made the playoffs a season ago, start the season 0-2. So with 7 games to go, they need to win 6 to have a shot at making the playoffs for sure.
Definitely. And Lance, I mean, their performance last week, probably not up to snuff of what they wanted.
Right.
But to see them start 2-0, it's impressive.
Good for Coach Leaf and Company once again.
Definitely. And we have reached halftime on this edition of Friday Night Frenzy. Still to come, we check in on a couple of other sports, including the college volleyball tournament at Northern Michigan University. That's straight ahead on the Frenzy right here on the UP Sports Authority.
You know.
ABC 10.